Hey, my Taurus babies, what's happening? This is EJ from Taurota trying to get the cards up off the table. I just did my nails. You know how they go. Anyway, this is going to be Taurus and Libra. Sitting in a tree, KISSING for 2021. This will be the last one that I will do for the year. As I was shuffling and cutting the cards and meditating and whatnot, y'all kind of came through 2020 okay. As I was shuffling the cards, there was a song on it. It just was just bright and cheery and just okay. But I think this year for Taurus and Libra is going to bring out whatever was repressed last year. Because you're not going to be up under the same kind of pressure. I have to say, those Taurus and Libra parents that are on solid ground, nothing is going to change. But for those of you who maybe not quite on so much solid ground, you may need to double up on your efforts if you believe that this relationship is worth hanging on to. I'm just kind of looking and seeing what's trying to show its face. Yeah, there are going to be some decisions you're going to have to make this year too, Taurus and Libra. Okay, so let's get to the good shit first. So, Taurus, on the front end, you've got the Two of Cups and compassion. Y'all are still in love with your Libra. That's the best way I know how to put it. Even though last year, like I said, was kind of rough, y'all kind of just slid through it like, hey. But on the back end of this, and this is what I was saying as I was putting the cards down, since the pressure is kind of coming off for all of us, it's not just Taurus and Libra, but everybody is kind of taking a step back and going, phew. Even though there are things globally, and for those of you over here in the States, nationally, that are still kind of up in the air and kind of got you peering around corners and whatnot, it's still, you can almost just hear everybody taking that collective sigh. So what's going to come forth this year are going to be the things that bothered you last year and that really need to come out. So that's where the hidden cause is. Some of you, Taurus, Libra, either one, may have just been like, okay, this is already some fucked up shit. I'm not going to say nothing about this particular thing. It can range anywhere from cars in your house to kids and the online learning thing. And it may have been a decision that was made. And Taurus or Libra just made it. But the other one was going, So this is what you will feel, Taurus, and this is what some of you may already be going through this. As kids begin to go back to school, getting vaccinated and all this other stuff, you may have already just started going through this. And it's not one of them, put the explosive next to the building and hit the thing and go boom. No, this is a slow boom. It's a teaching moment, though. And so if you are not already Taurus, you should kind of just be in the mode of kind of taking a step back and looking and listening, because you may have missed some things last year, and not that any of us intend on having a year like last year ever again. Still wouldn't hurt, because it may help you in your approach to another part of your relationship. That said, your challenge, and for some of you this is about health. Not necessarily yours, maybe your partner, maybe the Libra, maybe your kids, maybe parents, but to consider alternate points of view. And that's just what I said over here, back into your overall energy. If you're not feeling this way, you should be kind of opening up to, yeah, some of this is, I don't want to say it's going to be traumatic, because it's not. Like I said, it's a slow boom. But as you go through it, you may go, I don't know, and you may be feeling some of that tension now because you're cycling back into your yearly routine, basically. And so things are kind of going back to normal. And you go, wait. that kind of energy. Like I said, this may affect someone around you, not necessarily you. But for you, Taurus, your challenge can also be your health. You can't see this. Get my trusty dusty lighter. There you go. Alternate point of views. The Five of Swords. Five by itself tells me you need to change something for your own health. Maybe you're doing too much worrying about what everybody else is doing and not worrying about what your hooves are doing. Just saying. Maybe you need to go polish up your horns or something. Do something for you. That's your challenge this year. I can't remember what other sign that energy came up for, but my challenge in that video was to one day every month this year, plan it, just like you plan everything else. It's your day, so you get one day a month, and that might not sound like a lot, but for those of you that aren't doing anything, that's going to be a lot. If you want to do 2 days, 10 days, whatever, but you need to do that for yourself. Even if you're taking care of your spouse, some of you Libras may have some bone issues. Put that there. Maybe air in your joints, meaning that you don't have a lot of cartilage, that whole thing, however that's resonating. And so if that's the case for you, Taurus, while you're taking care of Libra, take care of yourself as well. Just saying. However that health piece is working, like I said, it might not necessarily be you personally. It might be those in close proximity to you. And then just Spirit saying it, so I'm going to say it too. Don't forget to wear your mask. Don't forget staying 6 feet away from folks. Just saying. Put it out there. Looking at, we're going to start with February. So we're going to go into 2022 with Taurus and Libra. So looking at February, you sacrifice with the Ace of Wands on top. Mercury retrograde started yesterday, Saturday the 30th. So we're already kind of going through this retro energy. February will probably make you take pause, look at what you've been sacrificing or what you sacrificed last year. Again, the overall feeling for this read is dealing with 2020 cleanup. Some of y'all didn't even know you had 2020 cleanup. You do. So this is the beginning of looking at what you need to take responsibility for. Ooh, that part, yeah. And just taking action and looking at it if there are apologies that need to be made. Because sometimes, we just do stuff and we don't think about it and the other person doesn't really care because they know you didn't mean it or whatever. But sometimes you go back and make it a point to apologize. It lets the person know that you're trying to grow. I'm just going to throw that out there. I don't know who needs to hear that. But that's what this is all about in dealing with things that you have sacrificed. You may also, again, retrograde, revisit things that you want to pick up doing again that you haven't done. That part right there. We get to March. The Queen of Swords on top of the Power. Libra may have some stuff going on in March. Job responsibilities. Maybe giving some responsibility back. Other side of that, maybe getting additional responsibility. And so, Taurus, this is really just kind of a heads up to you. You might just want to step back during the month of March and support Libra as much as you can in whatever kind of work endeavor they got going on. This is going to be kind of stressful for Libra. In so much that it's bringing a different kind of structure, a different kind of process. And it's going to take Libra a minute to adjust. Like the wind blowing, it could be blowing east, southeast all day, but let's just start talking about it blowing north, and then we got some issues. You got to wait a minute. Not going to just change like that. So, same for here. You may want to, Taurus, make sure finances, household finances, if you're living together, are in order. Or, Taurus, if you're living by yourself, make sure your finances are in order. Your Libra might need you for something, and this is going, whatever it is they're working on, there may be some expense at the end of March, 1st of April. That's just going to come the fuck out the blue. Ain't nobody going to know nothing. So, say to Starbucks coffee, make some at home so you have some extra change to play with at the end of the month so you can support your Libra. If y'all don't do that, don't worry about it. But for those of you that do, that's where that's coming from. Getting to April, financial and material changes. So you're rolling right out of March into April with the Eight of Wands on top here. Any misunderstandings, and this is money, damn, all over the place on this. So I'm going to go back to March and say, Taurus, make sure you double check shit before you send the taxes out the door. If you're married or living together, got kids and all of that, make sure everything is done. You don't want to get beyond that point and not have all your wands in a row. I'm just saying. Clear up any misunderstandings. There's going to be some changes. This really feels like Libra. It could be Taurus, but it feels more like Libra is getting a promotion or stepping up, getting more hours, something to the tune of that. And so, you may need to clear up any misunderstandings before Libra get gone. And I don't mean that literally like not there, but I mean before they get into the groove of whatever this is they're doing, because then time is going to be limited. Thought processes are going to be limited. Going back to March, whatever this is that Libra, if this is resonating with you, whatever it is that Libra needs to learn or readjust to, it's going to take a minute. It's going to take a minute. So kind of don't keep the chip on your shoulder and don't hold no grudges. Just keep it moving, clear up whatever misunderstandings you need to, and understand in the process there are going to be some changes. Some of you at this point may decide to move in together. You may decide, if you're already together, to buy a house. Some of you may, I don't know, where a truck? Who's trying to buy a truck? One might co-sign for the other. However that's working out. But that's those changes there. May. Speaking your truth. And as you kind of go through the months, we still got this shit going on here. You know, just things kind of popping up as it happens. And so the feeling here that I have is whenever Libra gets whatever promotion, that's going to trigger something from last year, which is going to get you right to May. And you may just recognize you need to heal. You may need to speak again, clearing up the misunderstandings. That may just drag on for a minute. You speaking your truth though, and communicating fully, and not. And so in this energy, perfect. April, May. The next retrograde is May 29th to June 22nd. So this is exactly what the hell I'm saying. I got it written on my whiteboard up here. Make sure your communication is clear. Again, it's major energy, so you're going to recognize something. Some of you may recognize something that you need to heal, because all of this is triggering shit from last year. Here we go with 2020. That's May. When we get to June, spiritual union with the Nine of Cups on top. I think both of you at this point, despite whatever little rough edges are going on here, you know what the hell and who the hell. You know this. Some of you may take a vacation at this point. This is June, July energy. Just together. If you got kids, this will be without the kids, and kind of reconnect. Even though last year for many of you was not a bad year. I don't know how the hell I'm saying that, but okay, that's what it is. And you didn't experience the friction that a lot of other relationships experience. And so now you may want to reward yourself. Maybe the break for Libra, if they're getting that promotion before the big stuff starts happening. But at the end of all of this, you guys realize this is good for you. I'm happy. Thank you. There may be still running into Mercury retrograde energy. There may be some exes that may be trying to look up here on this balcony. Hey, how you doing? I ain't seen you in a while. Yeah, all that shit. No, I'm good. Thanks. And the beauty in that is that the two of you got some emotional intelligence, the Nine of Cups. So you you're full. You're not looking to add. Nobody trying to do no third party shit. You got enough with all these little slow booms and bombs, trying to understand what the other person was thinking and trying to redo math and all that kind of crazy shit. Not trying to add to that. And I like that energy. When we get to July. I'm sorry. We get to July. Okay, so honeymoon over. Here's where rubber meets the road. That 8 of Cups. I'm sorry. So now Libra's getting ready to kick in. And let me just say, because I'm like, you can say Libra, but it's really me, the Taurus. Okay, the energy could be reversed. So however it's resonating with you, take it. It feels like Libra to me. This is where rubber begins to meet the road. Now Libra ain't get home till 7, 8 o'clock at night. It's not that you aren't communicating with them, you're just not there. That part. And so you're going to have to find a rebirthing point. Let me go back here to the ideal happiness vacation type shit. Here is where you really need to reignite it, like that fire. So when you get here, it's not so stressful and devastating. Whoever that's for, Taurus, Libra, either one. Whatever downtime you get together, and I'm going to go back to Taurus about self-love and taking care of your health and all that right there. But whenever the two of you have a chance to get some downtime together, you need to take it. I don't give a damn if it's a 1-hour road trip to the outlet mall. If you have kids, this is something maybe that needs to be planned, and just the two of you. Again, the connection from where I'm standing is strong, but trees don't grow to be strong and healthy if you don't continue to nurture them. So while I'm feeling that it's strong, if you let anything just go by the wayside this year, that might be posing problems for you next year. So, word to the wise, so coming from that 8 of Cups, there's going to be a relationship change, and it's coming in work. There's your Pentacles. Now, this is August. It's coming in work. I didn't even have to fill out. So it's going to cause a relationship change. It's cause for happiness because there's a big, huge financial increase in the household. Let me just put that out there. So I see, if you got kids, I see Christmas looking better this year. Everything is looking better. Everything. Upgrades to a lot of things. Kitchens, cars, a lot of upgrade. But that's going to take hard work. And so if it's you, Taurus, that's getting a promotion, you already know what the deal is. Libra, if it's you, same thing. You're going to have to just grind down. And I don't feel like I would do it anyway, but I don't feel like this is a situation for those that this is resonating with, that you really need to have that sit-down conversation like, baby, you know, I'm here for you. I really don't think that's the conversation y'all need to have, because y'all are right kind of clickety-clacking together. September, October, November, December. No, they got confused. July, August. And I got my months confused. February, March, April, May, June, July. Okay, so that's August. September. Taurus, I'm feeling like this is you. And you may have to, the other side of this is limited or fixed vision. Dealing with relationship changes as they relate to job changes. That shit right there. You may have to just kind of avert your eyes, if you will. This could be Libra as well. And just, if you worry and agonize, and it doesn't feel like you're worrying about the other person cheating, but you know the struggle. because your partner's coming and telling you about it every day. And so you're worrying and agonizing about, you know, them making the right decisions, strategizing the right way, all that kind of crap. You may need to distract yourself, Taurus. It could be you, Libra. The fucking hell. But Taurus, this feels like you. You may need to just kind of turn your back without actually turning your back. Focus on you and your spiritual career. That might be a good time to pick up something you don't know. Reading tarot cards. What the hell? Following astrology. However it's working for you. But that would be a good time, the month of September, a little bit of October there, to start kind of taking the focus inward and kind of separating and doing your own thing while your partner is on the damn grind. What the hell? October. Protection. This is about the point it feels like Libra may begin to get a break after 6 or 7 or 8 weeks of just total grind down. What the hell? Pardon me, I can't do nothing else type energy. This might be in October where they get a break, and so you guys may decide to do something. However, and I'll be damned, we'll be right back in the middle of another Mercury retrograde. I said this is October. Mercury retrograde starts September 27th and ends on October 18th. You're going to be protected for something. Y'all going to be fucking pissed as hell because cancellation, not going to be open, somebody got coronavirus, y'all going to just not being understanding, but just mad because you can't go do what you want to do. Understand that was a trip, an outing, a wedding, or whatever that you weren't supposed to go to. So don't trip too hard. Try to have maybe a local backup plan if you feel like the two of you need to get into the spirit of adventure and do something extra. Have a backup plan for the long distance thing if that's how it's working for you. If that's not the case, plan something. And go and revisit a place. Be in the middle of Mercury retrograde. What the hell? Revisit a place that you both like. There's major energy there. So some of you may be releasing your fears as well about this relationship going the distance, because now you'll just see the hell that it's going, and you may make some changes within the relationship to include a little more adventure than two double nickels up there. Just saying. So that's something to think about. November, 7 of Swords on top of the abundance. This is going to be a good time to check and double check what people are saying to you, especially coming out of that Mercury retrograde period. People may be trying to pull some bullshit. Libra, they may be lying to you. And this is going to have a direct impact on your relationship. So it could be you trying to buy a house and the people are telling you, oh yeah, oh blah blah. And yeah, Libra, it feels like Libra's in the lead on this one. So, you know, oh yeah, okay, we'll do this and blah, 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 blah. And then you get there, you find out they took your little $500 and some more shit, and they aren't there. That kind of energy. If you're buying a car, a truck, a vehicle, look at what they're charging you and what they're charging you it for. So if there's just a random $5,000 charge on there for some bullshit, question everything. Question everything. There may also, on the other side of that, be some people around the two of you. And I guess y'all must be one of the rock star couples this year. And there may be people around you just running their damn mouth. You know, well, I saw her acting out. Yeah, okay. Don't believe everything that you hear during the month of November. Again, being so close to a recent Mercury retrograde, people may be trying to spend all kind of wild ass shit. So just remember to have each other's back. Count them pennies. Make sure nobody's screwing you out of nothing that belongs to you. When we get to November, December, follow your dreams with the 7 of Cups on top. I don't know, follow your dreams. The two of you may be trying to put something together. That's the feel of this. That it says illusions is what's giving me the sense that it's a creative project that the two of you may be trying to put together or participate in one way or the other. Gonna take up some of your time too. So this might be something where you guys are doing a workshop, or you're doing some kind of couples, whatever, that may go on for 2 or 3 months, on Saturday a month, however that's resonating. There's good energy to this, but just make sure the two of you are following your dreams. Don't buy off into somebody else's shit. Make sure you're doing the two of you, either individually and as a couple. Make sure, you're not getting bamboozled with somebody else's bullshit. Kids are in this too. So this may be a month of conversations about college money, that type of thing, some emotional issues. Those of you that may have kids getting ready to enter college in the next 12 or 18 months, you may be having some issues trying to deal with it. Again, the note there, though, for them is to follow their dreams. So support them as best you can. Get to January next year. There will be harmony in the home, but there's going to be some detachment. And so all of this, away from home, and it is not any third party kind of energy. Front side of that is about justice. And the energy that is bringing to mind is making decisions. So the beginning of next year does not mean y'all are going to be making some fucked up sounding music. Not at all. But there may be periods of detachment during next January, so things can get back in order completely. Because even though this is not a 2020, you're dealing with things from 2020, and it feels like you got this one job promotion thingy between the two of you that's different, and it's gonna cause some upset. So this is really gonna be a year to make sure the two of you are on the same page and communicating and talking the same language. But not a bad year. Not a bad year at all. Into the unknown. Field of Dreams. Did we just talk about follow your dreams? That part. Coming apart. So that relationship change shit. This is a serious change. Again, whichever the one of you, it could go anywhere from working 8 hours a day last year to now suddenly working 12, 16 hours a day. Or it could be you got to get on a plane and go somewhere every 3 weeks or every 6 months, which can just throw a monkey wrench into the routine. So there may be some of the energy of coming apart, because part of your relationship is getting ready to do just that, and you're going to have to rebuild it. Come back up here to this Five of Swords. That change, coming up with an alternate point of view. An alternate point of view. So you're going to have to pull apart a bit and restructure. It's not a bad thing. Now, and I hate, it's in my head, so I have to say it. If either one of you are emotionally immature, this could cause some problems. So I'm going to just put that out there. But for most of you that this is resonating with, this is just going to be a matter of keeping the lines of communication wide open. Just saying. Field of Dreams, we talked about a little while ago, about following your dreams. And make it a point this year, as the two of you kind of go and adventure out together, to talk about, where are we now, and how did last year affect us, and what do we want to do going forward, and da-da-da-da-da, all that kind of shit. And you don't have to have all those conversations at one time. You got 12 months. Spread it out. It's all good. Into the unknown, once again, going back to the coming apart card, for y'all that might be traumatic. And again, if either Libra or Taurus, either one of you, if you're dealing with somebody that is not emotionally stable or secure in the relationship, and they still dealing with issues from some other shit, this may be a problem. Might be a problem because they may tailspin into some other shit that, you know, depending on where they are in life, could just cause a lot of problems. So if you know you're in that kind of situation, this is your heads up. Just kind of be aware of what's going on. But for those of you that feels like this reading is for, into the unknown, it's just unknown. That's all. It's no big deal. It's no reason to woo-woo. Yeah, none of that. It's just unknown. And until you do the first 30 days of it, that's what it is. Unknown. Tear it up so you can build it around whatever that unknown is. Stay positive. Don't get all hanky. Love each other. That part. Taurus and Libra, I'm going to leave it there. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of the year. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.